I'm feeling very uncomfortable at the moment. I have a roof at the top of my head. I have food on my plate. I have a place to sleep. And yet I feel very uncomfortable. There's this very deep, unsettling feeling that lies in me. Um, I spend my days, not wasting them. I'm putting in the work. I'm learning copywriting. I'm working on copywriting. Um, and I still feel very uncomfortable. I don't know about you, but do you ever remember as a kid going out, like your family, your dad or your mom would wake you up in the morning, they would take you for walks in the woods, in the nature, to a park, you would play. You'd feel very innocent. It was just like a blissful moment for you. Um, you know, getting the sun in your face, um, feeling joyful, just being in the moment, not really having any other concern. Um, I don't know when was the last time that I felt that. I don't know when was the last time that I truly felt at peace with myself, that I truly felt rested. I don't remember the last time I slept, that I was fully recovered. I keep, even no matter what kind of sleeping schedule I go into, no matter how perfect it is, I still wake up uncomfortable. I still wake up with something wrong inside me. When people told me that, turning 18, going into your adulthood would be like very terrible, very pessimistic. Um, you'd have a lot more responsibilities. Your life would just turn into absolute shit. I didn't really believe that because, um, we live in a different world, so to speak. We live in a different time where people, we no longer have to suffer. At least people in first world countries, we don't need to go homeless. We don't need to, starve because of war, because of anything like that. We have everything we need. We have a roof over our heads. Our parents still supply us, still provide us with food, with a place to sleep, and all that. And so I didn't really consider all of these responsibilities to fall onto my shoulders. I thought it would be like a slow, chill transition to, going to school, getting a job, just getting a family, then moving out, whatever. And then I thought I would have more responsibilities. But now that I'm in this position, I feel like everything that was described to me is like 100 times worse. Especially given that I'm choosing a different path. I'm not going to, not gonna be leeching on my family to go to university. I'm not gonna go to a course my dad was trying to force me to go into. I'm doing a lot of shit on my own, and I believe that's where most of the responsibilities, most of the unsettling feelings, most of the discomfort has started to come in, and it's I can't even explain it. It's like just 3 years ago, I was spending all day playing video games, no worries. It's all rainbows and sunshines, all blissful. I go out whenever the fuck I want, just to be with my friends, go to school, like absolutely chill. Um, I thought I was doing enough because, you know, I had good grades and stuff. And now I feel like I'm doing every single thing possible to start my own business, to start, you know, to get my shit together, to get my own money, to move the fuck away from my parents' house, to move the fuck away from everybody, to just run away from, you know, living in a toxic environment. And all of a sudden I feel the weight, the entire fucking world on my shoulders. And no matter how many times I try to convince myself that if I just focus on one thing and get it really successful, it will take a little, can take a little bit of time, I will be okay. No matter how many times I try to tell that to myself, something still doesn't click. I feel like I'm in this sort of tug of war where, you know I need to focus completely on one thing, say, be it on my business, and I know I need to completely focus on that in order to get results, but at the same time, I I get so overwhelmed. I get so overwhelmed by, just realizing that I'm not even moving forward. Um, and, and just getting so overwhelmed by the true amount of work that it will actually take for me to be in a more comfortable, more safer position where I can, live by my own terms. And just being overwhelmed, being very stressed about this is taking out from my work. So I know I need to focus on one thing, I'm pushing it, and then I get overwhelmed. You know, I get lots of self doubt. I don't really know what I'm doing, don't know if it's gonna work. I start getting really, anxious. I can't focus properly because I start getting so, like, paranoid, so, so stressed. The stress that shouldn't even exist. So stressed about not having enough time to, I feel like there's a deadline, but in reality, there really isn't. And that reality is that deadline is putting me in all these negative, like, emotional states, and that's pulling away from me focusing completely on one thing and succeeding at it. So it's very paradoxical. I give all my attention and energy into one single thing, and for some time that works, but then all of a sudden, and it's like reality sets in, and I start getting, you know, lots of doubt. Don't really know if shit is I'm doing it will even work, and because of it, I start slacking off. I start, you know, just not doing the work. So it goes back and forth, and I never get anywhere. It's so paradoxical, man. I want, you know, a peaceful lifestyle. I want, to be able to enjoy the sunlight. Over here, like, I'm in a different country. I'm in Canada, visiting my family. I'm going back to Portugal, going back to a bad environment with my family in like 8 days. And the 3 months I've been here, I still accomplished jack shit. Nothing. I haven't made a single penny. I didn't really do anything, man. What the fuck? I just want to be able to go back to how we were living as kids. Just waking up in the morning, going enjoy the sun, just being in the moment. You know, not having to constantly have this battle in my mind everywhere I go. I go to the gym, I try to sleep. I go to the gym, my mind's always fucking thinking about this. I try to go to sleep, my mind's always thinking about this. I try to go for a peaceful fucking walk, my mind's always fucking thinking. I can't stop it. It's it's not healthy. I think I just have to put in more work. You know, if there's one thing I can conclude from all this, is that it's all my fault, it's all my responsibility. If there's people that were in a worse position than me and they're succeeding either faster or, you know, at the same time as me, that only goes to tell that whatever system people are using does not fail. It's we that fail the system. Whatever business is out there, it works. Be it content creation, be it, you know, selling products, being, you know, drop shipping, e-commerce, whatever the fuck you choose. If there's people succeeding in that, there's absolutely no reason why you wouldn't. And I believe that the reason I'm not succeeding here and I'm not living the peaceful life I want to is because of me. And I can change that. I completely 100% deserve to be in the situation I am right now. So I need to change. I just need to know how.